Today, which is the entire pharma space. Natco Pharma, Wockhardt, all of these stocks are up anywhere between 3 to 4% on different sets of news. To talk about all of that, Surajit Pal, the pharma analyst at Prabhudas Lilladher, now joins it. Hi Surajit, good to see you in today. First, I'm going to start by asking you about Natco because there are two companies which I assume which will get affected by this. Mylan has filed for an FTF for the 40 mg version of Copaxone generic. How does it impact Natco as well as Dr. Reddy's?
See, just a week and a half back, there was a news that, Teva also given press release that they received a generic challenge from Dr. Reddy's for 40 mg version. And, just last week, again, Natco's news came. So I believe both the guys have shared exclusivity, and I'm expecting another 2-3 guys, including Sandoz, Momenta, Synthian, to come into picture. Now, why there is a delay in announcing the name? I believe there will be some kind of backlog issue with the US FDA, and that's why name is coming on an intermittent gap, and that's why there is a confusion that who has got FTF. I believe even Dr. Reddy has not received any confirmation from US FDA in terms of assurity of their FTF in the drug. So till date, I believe it will be shared FTF, and the opportunity will be in 2017-18.
Okay. Well, let me get one more news out of the way. Will Cipla be advantaged because Teva has got approval for a generic drug, Baraclude? Is that a big positive? Where do you stand on Cipla generally?
Cipla is API supplier to Teva for this drug. The drug size is roughly around $314 million in US, though the global market of the drug is around 1.4 billion. Definitely, this is a positive for Cipla because of the partnership with Teva. I'm expecting at least 6 months of exclusivity, which means that Cipla could gain roughly around 0.86 rupees of EPS and $15.3 million of revenue gain in next 6 months. Post which I believe Sandoz will come into picture because Sandoz filed in June 2012. It could be limited competition drug, but as of now, nothing is clear. No clarity.
Now maybe a diluted opportunity for Natco Mylan on 20 mg, even though they still haven't launched?
See, as of now, what Teva has been saying, they have around 42% of prescription share in 40 mg, and they expect if the generic approval is not given, they could grab around 60% market share by this year end. So the more delay to generic approval, which I believe because of some technical issues happening, it would be positive for Teva, and much longer delay, then definitely very few opportunity left for 20 mg generic for the filers like Natco and Sandoz.
Okay, Surajit, what are your buys in the pharma space at all?
I believe pharma space, if you see, their P-related trading, they are very much between more than 1 times to the level of, 2 times standard deviation of their P. Currently, almost everybody is, any recognizable name is trading at that level. I mean, it is very easy to say is that there is not much headroom over there, but there are companies like, say, Cipla, where we haven't seen much of run-up happened in, say, last 2 years. So definitely those guys will have a lot of catch-up story to play with. Or the guys like Lupin, where you find a lot of, approval to come into picture in next 18 months. But it will be more of a normalized return for everybody. But only positive thing with downside may not be there, because as and when there any kind of crisis or any kind of, say, interest rate scenario, be it US or Europe or India, definitely people jumping into pharma sector for safeguard. So I believe their downside risk from investors' viewpoint may not be that existence.
Okay, just one last question. We had some news on Wockhardt today with regards to maybe 2 anti-infective drugs getting fast-track approval with regards to global clinical trials. Your view on that, as well as rumors doing the rounds that maybe now Lupin could be examining Wockhardt as maybe an inorganic opportunity?
See, the first thing is that the drug, which I believe the kind of therapeutic area they're targeting, which is hospital-acquired disease. This anti-infective or antibacterial opportunity mainly to be orphan drug where 200,000 prescription or less. I think that could be opportunity for this drug. Again, if you want to really populate this drug, you have to have a sales team, or you can tie up with some bigger guy who will be selling the product. So market size will be much smaller.
Okay.
If you really expect this product, you can expect next year's time. It's positive for Wockhardt, but it is not that great positive. That much I can tell you. As far as acquisition rumor between Lupin and Wockhardt, I believe it will not be that great positive for Lupin, because Wockhardt is very much in problem, and their problem is started just a 1 year old. Given the kind of an situation where Morton Grove also come into FDA ban, there is a possibility, given the 483 observation. I believe that the worst is not yet over for Wockhardt. So from that perspective, definitely it is not very positive for Lupin. Plus domestic formulation, if you want to see, there are a lot of repetition between both these companies.
Fair point.
So it's not that big.
Fair point, Surajit. Thank you very much for joining us and giving us your angle on all those stocks. Well, you just saw that United Bank has declared Kingfisher Airlines a willful defaulter. Deepak Narang of United Bank is joining us on the phone line. Mr. Narang, what is your own exposure to Kingfisher, and what is the whole point of calling them a defaulter now?
Yeah, our exposure